start making hits, ho. Nah, I hear you.
Yo, Benji.
Real money chasing that bag.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase. Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
Marijuanically keeping you connected. BurnLive. Marijuanically keeping you connected. Hashtagging these red eyes, changing the view with iron red. Keeping underage, smoking on social media. Smoking, laughing with friends, starting a cannabisation. I'm your host, Ketchup. And I just do these things because fuck it, I can do it. Damn it. People, you gotta sit back and love the show. The main host of the show, Kapeash, is coming through, smoking one of those fire sticky blunts for you. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, BurnLive.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
It's calling me. Like the rainbow. It's calling me. Like the rainbow. The rainbow. It's calling me.
That makes sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here. BurnLive, marijuana keeping you connected. Hashtag these red eyes. Yo, I had this tough ass intro and I thought you guys heard me. I didn't get to hear nothing I just said. That's crazy. What's up, y'all? I'm back, baby. Had to go take care of something. You know, I told you I was coming back. Oh, how can we get that? How can we get that thumping bass boogity sound in my ear? Oh well, let's go. Let's smoke. Let's choke. Let's talk about it. What's up, y'all? I'm back. We were doing pretty good. We had had to take a real break. That's why I came back with a whole nother show. Smoking still the same blunt. It probably would have went out by now.
good rolled blunt, y'all. I'm telling you, this is one of them good marinated, roasted oven blunt. I was smoking weed. Age of 16, I wasn't out there serving dope feeds. I wasn't on the corner. I wasn't on the block. I was rolling up big ass dub blocks. I was going to the weed man like every day. I was asking for a dub side like every day. He was like, damn man, I'ma put you on. I was selling King Kong nuts in my zone. High school, it was all good. I remember I was selling weed with the hood. And my boy got jumped though. We got double barrel pumps though. Gotta get him for a straight lunch though. Can't even eat though. Gotta get real creep slow on the tiptoe. The beat cut off though. I had to let him go. They wasn't peeping everything like a smooth strong. We're supposed to be bringing you hot beats right now for an hour, y'all. So we gonna throw this hour down and dropping you hot beats. Just gotta do it. I can't wait till I get my other laptop here. I'm telling you, dog, I'm trying to get my other laptop here and be fucking telling. I'm trying to be a DJ mixing BurnLive and then shows like I'm gonna have so much going all in one show. Y'all gonna be like, man, what the heck was this dude trying to do? And I love this shit. Hold on, y'all. It's gonna sound a little fucked up. There we go. Whew. I had to hear what y'all heard. If y'all hearing that good old bass, and y'all heard, I just want to hear bass on my ear too. On me. See, now I hear what y'all heard. Hey, and the beat back. Y'all would thought I was gone. I was never coming back like retirement. 4, 5, or maybe 8. You know what? I'm feeling great. Coming back for another season, like the Big 12, 6 ring, never retire, nigga. What the hell, double hockey sticks, and I'm shooting gold. That Mississippi River with full of the fucking gold. What? And I'm so lanius. People said the boy is strenuous. People say I'm lanius, and I'm so strenuous. What a peep though. I'm peeping something y'all really couldn't see though. I was telling my friend I was peeping through the peephole. They was dropping some egg rolls in a grease show. And so I had to knock and said to let me in. Minnesota coughing, and I ain't talking about Michigan. A couple of states over and it's getting colder. People so hating, but I brushed them niggas off my shoulder. What a really beef. I'm talking reindeer. I ain't talking no Christmas, December when I deliver them the presents under the tree. Then we smoking everything and I give you what you need. Better than your excellence. Smoking on some good weed. Man, what's relevant? You gotta make sure that it don't clog up where you be having that good wax up in there too, y'all. Y'all be seeing me do like this. Man, one of my favorite movies of all time. Some people like they don't have favorite movies or they don't have favorite rap songs. But my favorite movie is Ray Charles. That's like my favorite movie of all time. Like from the beginning to the end, it was well orchestrated, good actors in every part. You know, like in my eyes, that movie can't do no wrong. That's real talk. That movie can't do no wrong. And So when you got that type of love, that's what you really be trying to do. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
It's calling me like the rainbow. It's calling me like the rainbow. The rainbow. It's calling me like the rainbow. It's calling me like the rainbow. The rainbow. I can't control it. My eyes are wide open. It's calling me like the rainbow. Like the rainbow.
Now I'm back, y'all. Sorry, had to go straighten out something. Next time I do that, I'm just bring my countdown back up. At least y'all can hear the beat. Beat, the beat, 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 beat. What's up? This that BurnLive mix for an hour.
Makes sense.
We just play different beats. Just trying to keep it crunk. Oh my God. Woo. Y'all just took me, see that take me 30. I can't even talk right. I took that big hit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Telling everything I want to do, and I'm coming back, and I'm feeling that, and everybody want to be feeling that. Hey, telling me y'all ain't feeling that.
That makes sense.
Hey, I ain't never had to make sense. I always made dollar and gave sense to the couple people. Couple of dollars make holler. Made pop your collar a couple of times, but you never wanna like or follow. And it's hard things fucking swallow. The truth is barren. You may not make it to see the age that you complete, but when you see defeat, they bury 6 feet deep. Man, let me calm down, yo. Let me spit some of this flow so you can really chill, yo. BurnLive, smoking weed just to tell her the vision. Get your mind, I'm a hell of a vision. I'm a mathematician. Shit, I'm a musician. Abracadabra, right back at you, smoking weed. Make it disappear in the clouds. So coming down. I know it's been a while. Hold on. Let me slow down. Or maybe speed up. Sometimes you gotta listen to catch up. Another side of me that's more meaner. Still pop your collar, tie bow, still cleaner. Hey, which I really know. People say the flow was off, they wasn't steady though. Still driving slow like Tom Petty though. Jeff Gordon of the gang coming in first place, yo. Man, we're gonna get into something serious, but I ain't want to get too serious for you, so I just thought I'd just be flowing with you for an hour, some beats. You know what I'm saying? We're going crazy, man.
That makes sense.
Hey, ooh. It's not hard to do what you gotta do. I bet they're the RB, so I'm a G.I. Joe or G.I. J. You know what I'm going to say? I just bust your braid of Will Smith, I smack in your brain. Hey, you're Chris Roxy, if you might have hate me, but I'm stepping to you and your rest of your family. I'm telling y'all, jokes aside, when I hit y'all with a joke, you better laugh, you better hold it inside, you better hold your pride. You smack me, we going back live. Hold up, you smack 100 people, y'all hold it inside. Man, I can't hold it inside. I'm pressing the button, you know what? I'm going back live. When I'm speaking, everything is on money. I'm keeping the strive. I'm just hoping you're laughing, just keeping the vibe. Yeah. Y'all don't know what's coming next. I'm just making money. Hope y'all just making penny sex. Y'all don't really get it though. I'm Philly, yo. I ain't never been to Philly, yo. So how y'all chillin' though? Philly cheese steak and I'm feeling great like a lunch plate. Screw my duck pats on a Mac pack and I'm giving that like a lunch pail. I ain't feeling pale, cause I ain't dying off right now. I'm good as steel. Meal. I'm trying to count another meal. Damn, I'm low budget, but I got the skills to make a meal off something that y'all never seen before. Still be rapping like I was 16, I got more to go. Man, they want me to switch it up. Like people put in new hips, they gotta hip it up. Man, skip to my loo. One of the best street ball, basketball legends. For real, though. I just got lit off me, y'all. What's up, man? We 20 minutes in, man. What's going on, BurnLive? Oh, we gonna just take a... Now, Bookface has been getting kind of upset at some of these videos that I've been showing to y'all to where they been like, they really been muting. They been muting. Look, I said muting, like they muting Ninja Turtles. Man, I've been pressing the mute button on me, y'all. Oscar producer reveals the LPD side. Everybody's talking about it. I'm trying to put a little video up here, man. Something a little different, but some of the stuff I don't be thinking y'all be wanting to see is too deep. I told y'all I wasn't gonna go deep today. But today's not the deep ass day, you know what I'm saying? It's Friday, you know what I'm saying? Just chill with your boy Smoke. Fine, put your legs up, your feet up. You know? Hey, I don't really know. Really seeing me, they don't really stroll. Thank you for the share outs. They number 2. There's things I gotta do and they ain't really too. Alley cats and I'm just giving pep. Boy, some of these people need to be doing some of these pranks, man. What's the wildest prank that you get down and do, man? What is you gonna do a prank for? What is the money? What is the situation? Let me know what's up, man. Is there any pranks out there that you'll get down that you like, fuck it, I'll do, you know what I'm saying? Pay me a nice couple of $100,000, you know what I'm saying? 2, 4, 5,000. And we gonna see all these pranks, man. But do y'all be believing these gold digger pranks, man? The gold digger pranks, man, is the ones that be kind of confused and be like, is they real? I wonder if I could pull one up on my Facebook page. I'm just looking for little things, and I'll be looking at things, y'all. Man, we all look at these shorts and stuff, man. But you know, some of this stuff that I gotta be seeing, I be like, man, just the gold digging ones, are they real? You know what I'm saying? Just like if we see cops You can go look up that case. Ooh. Ooh.
Immediately after making contact with the driver, the officer instructed the front seat passenger to stop going through his pockets. Shortly after, the officer asked the driver to turn off the car and place the keys where the officer can see them out of concern that the driver may drive away.
Turn the car off. I like gas. Let me get the keys.
Why?
So I'm gonna put them up here so you don't take off.
I'm not gonna take off on you.
If you ain't gonna take off, I'm just gonna put them up here just so you don't take off. For my safety.
But I'm not.
There you go. Put them up there. Yeah, there you go.
That's not what I'm on
The
at.
ID of the passenger.
You got your ID on you?
Well, this is my passenger. You know,
And the officer asked the driver to step out of the car after he says he smells marijuana.
Why? Whoa, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to do my insurance card.
Smells like marijuana.
I'm sorry. Yes, I did smoke. I did smoke earlier, but it's the smell. And I'm being honest with you.
We'll figure that out.
No, well, I'm being honest with you.
Both the driver and the passenger are resistant to the officer's request.
Give him a ride to go see his robot.
The passenger in the vehicle is heard asking the backseat passenger for a gun.
Well, I'm not gonna turn on.
No, I thought you want me to get the insurance card. No. What? Sir, please.
The suspect's gunfire hits the officer in the hand. Gunfire also strikes his police radio. The officer takes cover behind his patrol unit, dropping his weapon in the process. The officer retrieves his firearm from the ground, dropping his radio in the process, and returns fire. Though his gun continues to jam because he is unable to firmly grip the gun as a result of the gunshot wound to his hand. While the individuals in the car cease fire, the officer continues to shoot as he sees movement inside the vehicle and fears he may be shot again by the suspect. The officer retrieves his radio, realizing it is broken, and urges bystanders to call police.
Shots fired. Call the police! Call the police! Call the police! Call the police! My radio's down! Tell them my radio's down!
Here is a relevant portion of the dash camera video synced with the officer's body camera video.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
That was wild to the motherfucker. Hey, that caught me off guard.
Take these?
I didn't take any.
You didn't take anything, huh?
I didn't take anything.
Oh yeah?
No.
And why is that?
How could I possibly take that? I'm in a wheelchair. Okay.
You're in a
My legs
wheelchair.
literally don't move. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're in a wheelchair. Ah, very funny.
Yeah, I'm in a wheelchair. It's not funny. Thank you very much.
Okay.
That threw me off guard.
Odor of alcohol. Don't fall over there. Do you have anything on you that you need to be concerned about?
I would talk about that one, but that just happened so fast.
Triple zeros. So that leads me to believe that there's something else going on.
I love this show, man. They allow us. These people right here allow us to share their videos.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. Today's video was supposed to feature a Franklin County prosecutor that knocked down 2 utility poles, had an open container while driving under the influence, and allegedly peed his pants.
What happened there? I'm sorry? What happened there? What happened to your pants?
I'm gonna be clear of this.
Yeah. Crotch is wet.
allegedly. Officers on scene released him, and the story was buried in a tiny local news column. However, we're gonna have to discuss that incident tomorrow, because it deserves my full attention, but more importantly, because now we have something to compare it to. Yesterday, Sarah Shelke of the Life and Liberty Law Offices emailed me after releasing 2 videos pertaining to a lawsuit she had recently filed on behalf of Harris Elias. If you didn't know, Sarah Shelke is the force behind several lawsuits against the Loveland Police Department, exposing huge cases like Karen Garner, Preston Sowell, and more. On January 4th, 2020, Harris Elias, a general contractor and pilot, was driving home through Fort Collins. Unfamiliar with the area, he slowed down to check a street sign at an upcoming intersection. He saw the headlights behind him close the distance quickly and aggressively, not wanting to impede the driver or to be rear-ended. Mr. Elias signaled a lane change and moved out of the approaching vehicle's lane. That vehicle was occupied by Officer William Gates of the Loveland Police Department. Officer Gates stayed close on his tail, making the lane change with him, and shortly after
description down at the bottom,
a traffic stop.
I love their videos. I love they give us permission to share the truth about what be going on behind police. Like, they give you both sides.
Hi, how you doing? Good. Hey, Officer Gates. The reason I stopped you, you didn't signal your lane change.
You're gonna hear the cop side, their side, right or wrong. Right or wrong. You're gonna hear the sides. And you're gonna see the video camera of what's happening. That's why I like them. I'm glad there's a lot of people out there that start this auditing police officers and bringing out cameras and knowing that when you get locked up or anything dealing with a cause, those are public records, and you can ask for those records or get you a lawyer to go get those records. Those belong to us. We pay for those taxpayers' money right there.
About 15 to 18 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone. No, you moved from the center lane over to the left lane and you failed to signal your lane change. Okay. Alright, do you have a driver's license and insurance with you? Yeah, that's cool. How much have you had to drink tonight? What's that? I said, how much have you had to drink tonight?
Alright, this was gonna be a little bit slower than what I thought.
Well, I smell the overwhelming odor of alcohol.
We gonna work through it.
Vehicle. You're doing 22 miles an hour under the speed limit, and you failed to signal a lane change. Okay. So on a scale of 0 being completely sober and 10 being the most intoxicated you've ever been, what do you feel like? Okay. Alright, just hang tight for me, man. I'll be right back with you.
Officer Gates returns to his cruiser after Mr. Elias surrenders his documents. Officer Gates has just accused Mr. Elias of not signaling a lane change, but when Mr. Elias expressed his doubt of the claim, Officer Gates added that he was doing 18 in a 45. It is not illegal to drive 18 in a 45, and knowing that he had not committed an offense, Mr. Elias became concerned that the officer was accusing him of so many, and decided from that point to politely refuse to answer any of the officer's questions at the third unfounded accusation, the overwhelming odor of alcohol. Though Mr. Elias was completely sober. Not only is it his right to remain silent, it is also widely known that everything you say will only and always be used against you in court. As such, he declines the officer's questions. About 3 minutes later, 2 officers from the Larimer County Sheriff's Office arrive.
Hi. Hey. So I'm following him south on College, and we're doing 15 to 18 miles an hour, and he's to signal a lane change from the center lane to the left lane. Asked him how it reeks like booze. Asked him how much he's had to drink. I don't want to answer that question. And I said, on a scale of 0 to 10, what do you feel like? And he goes, that's irrelevant. So I don't know how this is going to go.
Officer Gates returns to Mr. Elias'
It's getting
vehicle.
juicy, y'all.
Hey, sir, I'm going to have you step out of the car for me.
It's getting juicy. Know your laws. Like you said.
Alright, you can just leave your phone in the car. Sure. Okay, come on back here for me. Alright, man. So the reason that I asked you out of the car is obviously I could smell an overwhelming odor of alcohol. Don't fall over there. Coming from your vehicle. Your eyes are bloodshot, watery, glassy. So how much have you had to drink?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
Okay. Would you want to do some voluntary tests for me to make sure that you're safe to drive? No. Okay. All right, go ahead and turn around, face your vehicle. Sure. Place your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers with your palms together. Do you have anything on you that you need to be concerned about?
I told you I'm not going to answer any questions.
You're not going to answer any questions? Okay. So my question is, am I going to get poked with anything when I check your pockets? So I think that's a common courtesy to let me know if I'm going to get stuck with a knife or a needle or anything else when I check your pockets. Okay. So is that a yes or a no? Yeah, just hang on there for a second.
Officer Gates now searches Mr. Elias and places him in the back of his cruiser.
So I have to advise you of what's called Colorado Express Consent, okay? And that says by the act of driving in the state of Colorado, when arrested for driving under the influence, which you're under arrest for that charge right now, you've already expressly consented to a chemical test of your blood or your breath. Which test would you like to take?
I don't know. I have to understand that a little better.
So, by the act of driving in the state of Colorado, when arrested for driving under the influence, which you're under arrest for that charge right now, you've already expressly given your consent to a chemical test of your blood or your breath. Which test would you like to take?
I didn't do
I
that.
understand the extent of the, you called it expressed consent law?
Yeah, so when you sign for your driver's license, you already expressly consented to a chemical test of your blood or your breath if you're arrested for driving under the influence.
Okay.
That's
So
not
which
true.
chemical test would you like to take?
So do I have an is that the legal definition of is that the understanding that I'm allowed to have?
Yes, that's what I'm supposed to advise you of when you're under arrest for driving under the influence. It's called Colorado Express Consent. And I'll tell you again, that means by the act of driving in the state of Colorado,
Okay.
when arrested for driving under the influence, which you're under arrest for that charge right now, you've already expressly consented to a chemical test of your blood or your breath. Which test would you like to take?
Do I have? I mean, is that the information that I'm legally given? Is that
Yes.
the extent of the information that I'm legally?
Yes, sir.
You do not have a copy of the express consent law that I could understand better.
I can absolutely. You'll sign an express consent affidavit later on in this process, which will give you more information about it. But that's what I'm legally supposed to advise you of.
Okay.
When you're under arrest.
So at what point do I have to make that decision, and why do I have to make that? I'm sorry.
You have to make that decision now, so I know whether to take you to the hospital to get a blood draw or to the police station to do a breath test.
And what is the process of both?
So the process for the blood test is that we take you to Poudre Valley Hospital. They draw 2 vials of your blood. That gets sent into the state of Colorado and analyzed. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks to return. And for the breath test, I take you down to the police department. You blow into a certified instrument twice, and then that produces your breath sample results right away.
So if it takes 6 to 8 weeks, what does that mean for the process for tonight?
Well, that doesn't change the process going forward. Okay, so go back. Go ahead and sit back.
Okay. Sorry, don't push on my shoulder, please. Don't push on my shoulder. Thank you.
Yeah, I just
So
heard
would you like
something.
To take a chemical test of your blood or your breath?
A breath test.
A breath test. Okay, just hang tight for a second. I'll be right back.
I was like, man, send me to the hospital. Send me to the hospital.
At this point, Officer Gates mutes his body cam. Shortly after, he begins questioning Mr. Elias again while muted. In the lawsuit against defendant Gates, it is alleged that he regularly and prolifically violated the LPD's written policy regarding when officers are permitted to mute their body cams. It is a well-known practice of Officer Gates to mute his camera while questioning arrestees, after which he would write in his reports all kinds of false statements regarding what was said during the time of the accidental or inadvertent muting of his body cam. Now, the body cam is muted for almost 25 minutes while Mr. Elias is transported to jail to complete a chemical test as he refused to submit to field sobriety tests. Once at the Loveland station, Mr. Elias completed a breath test. The result was 0.000% blood alcohol content, both times. Now aware that he had likely made an unlawful arrest, Officer Gates asks Mr. Elias to consent to a blood test.
Obviously, your breath test came back not consistent with your driving actions. and your mannerisms. So would you be willing to take a blood test?
I don't understand what the implications of the answer to that question are.
Ooh, y'all see this? That's what I'm saying. Know your laws, bro.
So like I told you, so your mannerisms as you exited the vehicle, your eyes, things like that, your driving actions, they're not consistent. I understand that you blew 000, so that leads me to believe that there's something else going on. Okay.
So what?
So, being that I again had reasonable suspicion to arrest you for driving under the influence, you've provided a breath test that's 000. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't make sense with your driving and your mannerisms. So, I advised you of Colorado Express consent again, and now again I'll ask you if you take a chemical test of your blood.
Mr. Elias had already proven his innocence. However, Officer Gates begins talking nonsense, stating that he had reasonable suspicion to arrest Mr. Elias
He's
for
supposed to let the man
However,
go.
reasonable
He served his
suspicion
time.
is insufficient under the Fourth Amendment.
That's
and the
what's supposed to
Colorado
happen right here.
Constitution.
Supposed to let the man
Probable
go.
cause is what is
He served his
required
time.
for a DUI arrest, and defendant Gates didn't have that either. Officer Gates also claims that since Mr. Elias had blown zeros, he could now demand a blood test. Mr. Elias requests an attorney, but Gates told him no, and that he needed to agree to comply with a blood test now, or he was going to mark him as a refusal, and his license would be revoked. Defendant Gates had now essentially searched and seized Mr. Elias, and would continue to do so until his fishing expedition found something to arrest him for. After all, Chief Ticer had never punished anyone for a wrongful DUI arrest. More on that later. Mr. Elias agrees to the blood test under threats of administrative sanctions against his driving privileges. While en route to and at the hospital, defendant Gates mutes his body cam for large portions of the incident, and now, over 2 hours later, he unmutes to record Mr. Elias while demanding he sign away his consent to a blood test.
I've already consented, so I'm not going to sign anything else without an attorney present.
Okay, well if you don't sign it, it's a refusal. Okay, refusal.
How is this a refusal? This is a medical test.
Right, that's exactly what it is. But in order for the phlebotomist to draw your blood, that consent form needs to be signed, and she can't draw your blood without that consent form.
Over the next 5 minutes, Mr. Elias asks questions about the form and the integrity of the test, worried that the state could easily draw his blood and tamper with the test or even switch out the vials. Because Mr. Elias asked too many questions and insisted on reading the form in its entirety, defendant Gates grew angry and aggressive.
Okay, so I had another lady just 6 weeks ago have her blood sent to another lab to have analyzed. They got the blood from CBI, they sent it into a lab to be analyzed, okay? So, for the last time, are you going to sign the form so the phlebotomist...
I'm going to consent to the blood test. Now, signing is, I can't answer that till I read the form, sir. There's a lot of fine print on that. I'm not trying to make your job difficult. I'm trying to understand the form. This is a Colorado Bureau of Investigations form. You told me that there was an express consent form before. It's very confusing.
There's nothing confusing.
I'm under stress. My freedom is at stake, sir, and you're out of line.
Okay, then go ahead and put your hands on the handcuffs. We'll just call this a refusal.
I never refused, sir. I simply asked to read the form.
Okay, well, and again, I've explained the form to you a number of times, okay? So, refusal to submit to a chemical test can result in the administrative sanctions against your driving privilege. Okay.
So do I have an opportunity to sign the form or not? Do I have an opportunity to read the form?
This is getting deep,
I'm going
guys.
to play this game, okay?
I'm not playing a game, sir. This is my freedom that you're talking
Lower your
about.
voice.
It's getting deep.
Yes, sir.
We have someone in here that does not need
For
to
the people that just
joined.
joined, understand.
I don't mean to threaten you. I'm sorry.
Let me speed some people up. Let me speed some people up. What's going on? This guy got pulled over by a police officer. Police officer said he smelled alcohol. When he didn't see that the police officer knew the laws, he was like, "Hey, I'm not answering no more questions." So the officer was like, "Hey, you still need to take a breathalyzer or whatever." You know what I'm saying? The dude at the car. This is all at the car. He was like, "I don't understand." And he got locked up. So he got locked up. He went to the station, did the breathalyzer. It went all zeros, no alcohol in them. So the officer knew he was wrong. And what he's doing? He's trying to make him take a blood sample. Now, I understand people, we would be all mad and upset and angry at a time like this. We'd be frustrated at a time like this. We'd be like, you see, this is when the police is doing, yes, you are right. This is a time when the police is doing something wrong. I know y'all seen the person that's in here, it's happened to him. If this happened to you, understand that body cam is right there. This is the things you got to remember when you get arrested. This is something else I'm bringing to the show. This is something you got to remember when you arrested. That body cam tells it all. When you was recording from your car, that was telling it all. You applied. You asking for questions. This is almost over. And you're gonna see how this ends. I don't know how this ends. I'm watching this first time with you live, but these are the things I'm telling you. I want to bring to the show. I want to break down. I want to discuss a lot more, and I am. Okay. So let's see where this goes.
I will give you one opportunity to sign the form. I would like to read the form.
So then go ahead and read the form right now, and then I will take you out of handcuffs if you would like to sign the form and send it to the blood test. Okay? This game is over.
Mr. Elias eventually signs the form and the nurse draws his blood. Defendant Gates mutes his body cam once again and they return to the Loveland Police Department.
See,
Sergeant
you ain't
Hill
supposed to
and
mute your
Officer
phone.
Gates
You
now tell
mute.
Mr.
You're not
Elias
supposed to
that
mute
he
it.
needed to have a sober person pick him up or he would spend the night in jail. Now, at 2 a.m., he frantically called around and was able to have his girlfriend pick him up. She immediately dropped him off at a nearby hospital to get an independent blood draw, but no hospitals in the area would help him. And after hours of calling around and trying to obtain one from various doctors, he had to walk home. 2 months later, his blood test returned negative for everything. The very next day, his case was dismissed. But the FAA opened an investigation against his pilot's license, causing the foreclosure of various career paths, increases to insurance rates, embarrassment, heightened scrutiny, and more. The Loveland Police Department receives grants and other awards for making as many DUI arrests as possible. In 2019, they received nearly $300,000 for a single grant, using that money to purchase more equipment and staff more officers. Then they can claim, "Look how many cops we needed to hire. Crime is rising, give us more money." And because of this system, the officers even compete with each other to see who can get the most arrests. Gates actually won in 2019. In that year, of his 1,622 traffic stops, Gates let 1,352 of those drivers off with a warning. That works out to a catch and release rate of 84%. Defendant Sergeant Hill had similar results, releasing people with a warning at 63%. No reasonable officers anywhere releases that percentage of drivers they stop for traffic violations. But Loveland officers do, because writing tickets takes time, and officers like Gates are only interested in padding their DUI arrest stats. As the lawsuit filed against him alleges, he engaged in a systematic fishing expedition on the surrounding population, looking solely for the opportunity to make another DUI arrest. Because of the predatory nature of this system, countless innocent people are arrested and wrongfully charged. Harris has filed a lawsuit against the department, Officer Gates, and Sergeant Hill for their pattern and practice of wrongful DUI arrests.
Recently, there has been some criticism of our department's handling of impaired driving cases. It is important for me to stress the professional review is not an acknowledgement to the validity or accuracy of the specific complaints made by certain individuals about our DUI program.
I believe that when this officer or any officer in this department makes an arrest, it's based on solid probable cause.
All of this information was handed to me by Sarah Shelke of the Life and Liberty Law Offices. Her YouTube channel will be linked below for further updates on this incident and countless ones to come. The full 3-hour and 20-minute body cam video of this arrest is also available over there. If you stop by, be sure to let her know that I sent you, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video, where we will compare how a county prosecutor is treated after crashing his vehicle and damaging city property.
What happened there? I'm sorry? What happened there?
Y'all, listen here, y'all. As long as they let me watch these videos with y'all and analyze them and break them down, we're going to be breaking them down. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we always want to see, knowing your laws, especially in the black
As always,
community.
thanks for
I'm black.
watching. If you have a video you'd like to submit for review,
I don't
use
even know
the
where I'm
link
finna
in
go
the
with that.
description or pinned comment. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for future content. And remember to like, share, and comment down below of what you think of this.
Please like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see it right there. Go follow them boys. I am gonna start putting the links at the bottom, especially when I do their shows, and I put them in here. Today, yet again, I didn't want to get serious, but I thought I'd just, I would just try to, Smoke Nation Worldwide. Yeah, I gotta go holler at my boy Smoke Nation Worldwide.
I will build you a fully automated YouTube channel to generate over 6 figures. Look, I've done it for many other channels, I've done it for myself, and I'm generating over 7 figures a year from my own channels, and the best part is myself and clients never have to be on camera. It takes as little as 5 minutes for clients to earn this money, so if you're interested, swipe up and book a call to see if you're a good fit to work with us. I will build you a fully automated YouTube channel to generate over 6 figures.
I don't have to check them out. Let me get back on something else. Yeah, I'll be bringing a lot of those type videos to you. Oh yeah, it was an easy breakdown, get down with the ones and twos, to the 2s and 3s. Hey, what is up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Hey, I should go out with a bang, but I had to slow down because I was doing my thing. Got too involved with the videos, and man, because sometimes it's just so fucked up, man. Understand, people don't do what they need to do, just what they gotta do just to get by. Whew. Take a deep breath just to get by. I know you want to multiply the anger in your vibes. You just want to yell till you tap your lung, let it go. Your voice under control, so let it go. Peace untrue, you know I'm out the door. Hey. In the clouds, I'm never coming down. I'm sitting with the family right now. I love you. BurnLive, and I gotta let it go. Another show, and then I'ma let it go. Adios.